Alright, we are going to start. I know you're ready. We're going to start on our backs. And I'll turn this way just so you can see what we're going to do. But I want you to pull your knees into your chest wherever you're at. And I want you to start to move your knees apart from each other in a big circle. And then bring them back together, pull them into your chest. So just a nice, easy movement here on your back. Just rolling out the knees and the pelvis. We're going to take a big breath in through the nose and then gently go the other direction. Split them apart, pull them into the body, bring them together. Nice. You don't have to use your hands if you don't want to. You can just feel your legs move on their own. Take a big breath in and a slow breath out. And then bring the knees together. You can grab a pillow, put it between your knees if you want to. Bring your hands out to the side. And you're going to take a big breath here at center. And on the exhale, slowly drop your knees over to the right. Go as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale brings it back to center. And then a gentle exhale over to the left. We're going to do this a couple of times. Good. So inhale comes to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come to center. And exhale to the left. Good. One more time. Inhale. Slow exhale to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Slow exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, come to center. And then grab behind your knees. Gently rock yourselves up and down a couple times. Oh, a squishy bit. Love it. And then we're going to come to our hands and our knees. So no matter where you are, come to hands and knees. Turn your wrists out slightly here. And we're just going to start by pedaling out the wrists. So lifting your wrist up and pressing the fingers into the floor. Just start to move the weight from the right hand to the left hand. Just kind of warming up the fingers, giving them one last stretch for the day. And then I want you to spread your palms nice and wide. Lift your fingertips up off of either the bed or the floor. Take a big breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. And then tuck your toes, hover your knees off of the ground, and just pedal into your feet. And take another breath. And release your knees back down. Nice. So from here, take your right arm up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, sweep it underneath you. Drop your ear and your shoulder to the ground. Just take a twist. Take a big breath into your shoulder, into the back. Exhale. Again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take your right arm back up towards the sky. Big breath in. And then bring your hand down underneath the shoulder. Take your left arm up. Big breath. And then sweep it underneath you. Good. Pause here for a couple breaths. Breathe in, fill up the lungs. And exhale, breathe out. Press into the right hand, lift your left arm up towards the sky. And bring it back underneath. Cow-cat, inhale, dip the belly down, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round and press into your shoulder blades, get tall. Inhale, keep your triceps wrapping back. Exhale, press. Inhale again. Exhale. And then look over your right shoulder. Move your hips to the left like you're looking for your tail. And then do the opposite. Go the other way. Then again, look over the right shoulder. And look over the left. Back over the right shoulder. and over the left. Good. And then from here, you're going to cross your shins, cross your ankles, or move your feet to one side, your choice. But come to seated with your shins crossed. And then from here, I want you to walk your right hand out as far as you can. So you start to feel a little bit of a stretch on the top of the shoulder, some activation there. Then I want you to take your left ear towards your left shoulder, so you start to stretch in the right side of your neck. Just find a little adjustment here where you turn the chin in and then feel the chin open. So you're just feeling out your right side of your neck. Find that sweet spot for you and breathe into it. Good. Take one more breath. And then take your right hand to your right shoulder and just suggest it down and away from your ear. All right, and then come back to center. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right. Look over your left. Take your left hand out to the side. Walk it out so you feel a sensation on the top of your shoulder. And then drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just kind of feel out your neck here for a moment. Just playing with a little mobility, some movement here in the sternocleidomastoid, in your neck, top of your shoulder, your deltoid. And then find that sweet spot where it feels just delicious to have your head off to the side. It doesn't have to be extreme. It can be rather upright if that's where your neck needs to stretch. And then very gently take your left hand on top of your shoulder, kind of like you're exposing your neck for a vampire. Take a big breath in and a slow breath out. And then again, look right, look left, look right, look left. This time look up and hold your vision here. Nice. Take a big breath in. And then look down. Good. Chin in. All right. From here, we're going to come back to our tabletop position. So I'm going to shift sideways to just show you in profile. But I want you to take your right leg back and have the leg at the height of your hip. Okay, take a big breath in. Exhale, crunch knee to nose, round. Hold it there. Lift your knee up into your belly. Press into your hands. Breathe. Good. Take another breath. Extend the leg back. And then bend your knee. Look up at the foot. Good. Take an inhale. Extend. Exhale. Crunch. Inhale. Extend. Exhale. Bend and look up. One more time. Inhale. Then exhale. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, bend. And then I want you to take your right leg out to the right side. Plant it on the foot so your right hip is in line with your ankle. And then from here, we're just going to find a gentle movement back and forth. Draw the belly in slightly so you are engaged in your core and move your hips back towards your ear to where you're comfortable. Now, if you need to, you can grab a pillow and bring it behind your left knee, your back knee that's bent, just to protect your ACL or your meniscus. Now, moving forward and back, play with the toes being up off the floor and then the toes pressing into the ground. Do this a couple of times just to feel out your inner thigh, your hamstring. Good. Take a big breath in and a slow breath out. Hold it with your hips back towards your left heel, arms extended forward, pressing into your right big toe. Breathe. Good. And then shifting forward, I want you to bring your right foot in so it's bent. Your toes are still facing out away from the body. And then you're going to make a circle with your hips. So you're just feeling out the right hip. And then go the other direction. Nice. And then pause here, draw your right knee back underneath your hip and take a child's pose. Knees wide, extend your arms forward. Big breath in together, fill up the lower back, fill up your triceps. Exhale, extend through the fingers, get a little bit longer in the arms. Then shift forward back into your tabletop position. I'll shift this way so you can see. But I want you to take your left leg back, engage the core, press through your left heel. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, draw the knee into the belly just to build up some heat in the body and some awareness in the leg. Good. Draw the knee a little closer. One more breath. And then slowly extend the leg behind you. Take a big inhale there. And then bend the knee, look up towards the foot. We're going to do this a couple more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Look up. Last time. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale, look back at the foot. Then extend your legs straight out to the left side so that your foot is in line with your hip. Find that action of going back and forth. Good. Play with the toes. And this next time I want you to pull your hips back and just hold it here, extending through that left hamstring. Hands go forward, kind of like a half child's pose. One more breath. Shift forward. Bring your left foot so it's flat and bent. And then having the toes pointing out, find a gentle circle with the hips. Breathe in. And a slow breath out. Good, go the other direction. All right, and then from here, bring your left knee back so it's right underneath your hip. And again, make a child's pose. This time, to get into our triceps, bend your elbows, bring your hands into prayer. And try to bring your thumbs to the back of your head, back of your neck. From here, we're going to plant our palms and we're going to shift ourselves onto our back, nice and gently. From here, I want you to bring your feet flat, toes point forward. So we're going to set ourselves up for a bridge pose. Now, this is a really great place that if you want to, if you're like me, you've had a long day, you can take a pillow, maybe even fold it up so it's at a twice as high, or you can have it low, your choice. We're going to have our feet hip distance, toes are pointing forward. I want you to lift your hips and slide your pillow underneath yourself. So test out the first flat level, and then if you want to, fold it up. Bring your hips a little higher and stuff that pillow underneath your pelvis, lower back area. Then here, looking straight up at the sky, toes point forward, bring your hands down by your sides. Palms face up. We're going to take a bridge pose. Now, if you don't have a pillow, you can take an active bridge too. That's okay. You're just going to use a little more effort. Won't be necessarily relaxing. But breathe here. We're going to take 5 deep breaths together. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Big breath. Slight pause. Exhale. If you're holding the pose, release your hips down. If you're still having a pillow underneath your hips, stay there for a moment. Take a big breath in. Big sigh out. Let it out of your body. Alright, so if you don't have a pillow underneath you, we're going to do this one more time. Again, stay if you do have your pillow. Breathe into this for 5 deep breaths. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more breaths like this on your own. Good. If you have a pillow underneath you, lift your hips up, slide the pillow out. And if you don't, then release your lower back slowly to the floor. Gently pull your knees in. Again, you can take that pillow in between your legs if you want. This time we're going to hold it. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drop your knees to the left this time. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe. Now, gentle breathing here for your ribs. Take an inhale, just fill up the belly to where it feels comfortable, and then on the exhale, sink into the twist a little deeper. Over time, if you're not really feeling a sensation, maybe remove the pillow, or try single leg. You can extend your left leg straight forward. But your choice in the twist. We're staying here for about 30 seconds. Find your breathing while you're here. Just listening to the rhythm, slowing down the pace. Notice that your breath is cold when you breathe in, and as you exhale, the breath is warm. And then gently bring your knees back to center. Inhale, exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Look over your left shoulder. The idea here is to relax while you have this posture with focus, being gentle focus. Bring it to your breath, your awareness on your body, the shape you're creating, the temperature in the room, all these little details. Take another breath. Come back to center. Bring your feet together and let your knees go wide. Bring your hands down by the side, or you can bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And then tuck your chin gently, readjust your back so it's comfortable. Sometimes when my hips are giving me trouble, I like to put a pillow under each side of my hips just for support, but tonight they're feeling okay. So find your space, your shape, and then close the eyes. Really want to send heat into our bellies, into our torsos with your hands. So just focus that energy there. Feel how it heats up your heart, heats up your belly, the abs. And then I want you to just feel that heat move throughout the body. Your hips, the opening of the hamstrings, the awareness in our heels touching, our feet touching. Recirculating the energy within yourself. Give yourself a little smile. Just grateful for our bodies. Grateful for our lives. Let's take a breath in together, fill it up to the top. Hold it as long as you can. Go as long as you can. Maybe you even sip a little more. And then I want you to control the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another deep breath in. A nice long hold. And then a release. Nice and controlled. Now bring your feet a little wider than your hips and knock your knees together so they touch. And bring your hands down by the sides. Good. Breathe in. Alright, so last couple poses, we are going to come up to seated just to get into our legs, our hammies. So lift up, roll yourself to one side gently, take your feet nice and wide. This has already made me ready for bed. So just find something that's comfortable. You don't have to find your fullest expression of this pose. If your legs are this close together, that's okay. Just find some effort where the feet are apart, and then we'll bring them together at the end, and then we'll rest. So just readjust so that you're nice and comfortable here. You can also slide pillows underneath your knees. That's up to you. Walk yourself forward. Try to keep your spine nice and long and your shoulders away from your ears. Sometimes we hunch back of Notre Dame is what I call it. I want you nice and open backs. So no hunches. And then relax your head. That's where you find really the increased depth of the stretch. If you want a little less, you sit up and look forward. If you want a little more, you start to look down. Don't take your shoulders with you. Get deep breaths in to add that oxygen to these hamstrings, to our calves, to our Achilles, to our heels, starting from the hips, the glutes, into our lower back. Think about something that brings you joy rather than focusing on the tension in your legs. Instead, think about what it is, a gift that you get to move them tonight. Last stretch of the evening. Bring your feet about hip distance. Toes are flexed. Reach your arms up. You can have your knees bent pretty deeply here. Again, slide a pillow if you want. And then just fold forward. Relax. It's okay to round a little bit here. But again, don't bring your shoulders with you. Just have your shoulders nice and free. Head is free. Neck is free of tension. Bring a little smile to your lips. Relax your ears. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Take a deep breath together in through the nose. Big sigh out. And now I want you to lay down on your back. readjust yourself so you're nice and comfortable. I like to lift my hips up, lift up my shoulder blades, and then tuck my chin in gently. I'm going to leave you wherever you're at to lay in stillness for as long as you can. If you are already in bed, then stay there. Turn off your lights and go to sleep. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you this week. All right, namaste.